How's it going, guys? So, welcome to 6 weeks out. 6 weeks we've got until the Peak District Ultra. Okay, and today is just a walkthrough, talk through of my ultra trail running specific kind of leg day. All right. Now, these leg days, okay, don't have anything that is massively compound orientated, like central nervous system CNS taxing. All right. Purely because I do a SBD day the day before. I do a squat bench deadlift day the day before. All right. But as you can see, as I'm talking to you, the video is rolling. Okay. As you can see, I am doing a lot of warm-up drills. Okay. Some dynamic mobility drills, all right, some warm-up drills just to get the hips, get the legs, get everything firing, all right. Now, like I said, it's a rehab sort of, it's a specific session, okay, but it's also a rehab session as well, right. So 2 weeks ago, okay, I got a grade 2 tear in my calf, all right, which means I haven't been able to train legs properly. I haven't been able to run at all. Okay, so it's kind of like just trying to keep my legs moving as best I can while I rehab and recover and repair myself, basically. All right, so it's been 2 weeks, and yeah, it's going as you would expect. Okay, but like in this video, obviously warming up my hips, warming up my hamstrings, warming up my calves. Okay, as you can see, I did a tiptoe walk on this video, and I actually was able to get full range of motion in that calf. Okay, going up onto my tiptoes. 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even get my tiptoe to the floor. All right, I couldn't put my toes to the floor. I couldn't put no pressure on it. Okay, and I can now after 2 weeks worth of strength training. So, got 2 weeks worth of rehab strength training that calf, bodyweight exercises, eccentrics, isometric holds. Okay, so we're putting in the work, all right, and we're getting there. We're getting there. So I always do all this little fancy stuff at the start. Okay, little dynamic warm up. Okay, you will never catch me static stretching, ever. Period. Okay. Now, maybe at the end of a workout, but very rare. I'm more of a dynamic mobility kind of person. All right, so I do all this before I do my leg days. Okay, and we're going to go on to the leg day part of it now. All right, so basically the leg day part of it, okay, I'm a firm believer when it comes to trail running. Okay, you have got to be stable and have good stability all the way from your feet upwards. All right, ankle stability. Okay, now when I say this to people, people are like, yeah, I get that, but obviously you're running. Okay, you've got to be able to go on undulated. I think that's the word. Okay, uneven. There we go, uneven. All right, uneven. Okay, surfaces. All right, so I've done this Peak District Ultra before. Done it before. Okay, now when I did it last time, I did it in 9 hours and 10 minutes. I was pissed. So it was too slow. And one of the reasons why it was too slow is I didn't train for one, the sheer amount of hill work. Okay, I read the hill work, the gradient of the hill, the overall average of hills, and I thought, that'd be easy. Yeah, no. Like some of the hills like this. And I was like, oh man. So the hill work and the uneven surfaces. Okay, so I mean, one of the paths for about two and a half mile. Okay, it had just been turned over by a tractor. So you had like ditches about this deep from the tractor tread. Okay, but it wasn't a case of the tractor just went straight down to the end of the 2.5 mile and come back. Like, it was driving down, pulling into like where we need to do its work, coming back out again, going down a bit further, pulling into where it wanted to go, pull back out again. So the holes in the floor were freaking everywhere. So that was just one. And then we was running through K-fields, okay, then we was running down streams, okay. Like, it was very uneven, really uneven, okay, which means I had to do a lot of ankle stability, okay, which is why you saw me on this video chucking a freaking ball at the wall, okay, but I was balancing on one leg, alright. And then I was doing BOSU work, okay, so obviously standing on the BOSU, alright, doing step ups onto the BOSU, bringing my knee up, okay. The BOSU makes your foot wobble side to side, back and forth, alright, plantarflexion, dorsiflexion, and that sort of stuff, okay, so it helps, and it's something that I neglected really bad last year, and it showed. So, don't want me, guys, just having me a coffee, because I gotta go for a run in a minute. So, my hip strength, okay, I've already got decent hip strength, okay, because all the stuff that I'm doing on here, like the banded work, okay, for the outer part of my glute, okay, the hip flexor work where I lift my foot up and over the dumbbell, which is what you're about to see, okay, I've done them for years, okay. There's other hip exercises that I've done, okay, where you can stand on a box, alright, elevate yourself, put your foot inside the hoop of a kettlebell and pull your knee up to your midsection, okay. Like, there's loads of stuff you can do for your hip flexors, okay, loads of banded work, okay, and I've done these for years. So, but this is just something that automatically drills into my head, right? As soon as you've done your warm-ups, okay, normally I do my warm-ups, then go into the hip flexor work, but obviously I need to work on that stability in my ankle, stability in my lower part of my leg, so I go from warm-ups to BOSU work and tennis ball work, then I'll move to my hip flexors and my hip area in general, the outer glute, etc. Alright, so I do this as like the final little bit of a warm-up before going into my first, theoretically speaking, for my first superset. Right, so as you can see, this is my first superset now, okay. So the two exercises, alright, is a unilateral kettlebell hip hinge movement, okay. So basically it's a unilateral kettlebell RDL, alright. Now, I use a kettlebell for this, you can use a dumbbell, okay, you can use a barbell if you wanted to, alright. But this is 1A, and 1B, okay, is lying Swiss ball hamstring curls, okay. So it's bodyweight exercise, alright, and I do that after my weighted, okay. But this one's a bilateral one, okay, you use both legs, alright. So, why do I do a unilateral exercise? Okay, now, everybody, doesn't matter who you are, you will have a dominant and a weak leg. Doesn't matter who you are, alright? Now, when it comes down to doing bilateral exercises, okay, your dominant leg will take over, okay, without you even knowing, alright? I proved this with a client the other day. Your weaker leg, okay, yes, it will be getting some work in, but it will not be getting as much as it probably needs to get in, if you know what I mean, alright? So that's why I do a lot of unilateral exercises, okay, for hamstrings and glutes, alright? That way then you're solely, purposely just pinpointing that one leg at a time, okay, and making sure that one leg at a time is firing correctly, okay, and you're getting a decent amount of strength working. Also, in an ultra, okay, like I just explained to you, some of the freaking hills are like this, okay, and one of the hills, it was basically like you had stepping stones that was about 1 meter tall, okay, and you had to launch your leg up and proper step up onto it, okay. So that's a unilateral workout on its own, because each leg's getting taxed on its own every single time you do it, alright. Now, okay, so we've got 2A, 2B, okay, and this is returning back to that hip / inner thigh area, okay, so working out inner thighs, alright. Now, the inner thigh, okay, is great for stability work when it comes down to things like your squats, okay, high step ups, all right, just the whole hip strengthening in general. Okay, now we paired that with a isometric hold for the calf. All right, so it's just a standing calf raise. Okay, but it's just an isometric hold. I held it for 15 to 20 seconds. All right, and as you can see, I can go full range of motion on 10 tiptoes. Okay, exercise in the warm up with a band. Okay, but all right, the band wasn't heavy enough, obviously. Okay, so we are getting a little bit of weighted work in the outer glutes as well. Okay, so I was just basically putting the strength work into that outer glute. All right, again, like I said to you, everything in and around that hip area, I want to be as strong as hell. All right, so we paired this with a kneeling calf isometric hold. Okay, now the only reason I did it kneeling, okay, was just so that I could do and isolate one calf at a time. Okay, specifically one calf at a time, unilateral. Okay, making sure that the weaker calf, the damaged calf, is getting just as much work in as the strong calf. All right, now, like I said, it was like a rehab mobility kind of session. Okay, focusing primarily on the hamstrings and glutes. By all means, crack on. If you like the video, drop a like. If you do like the sort of content that I'm going to be pointing out, drop that, hit that subscribe button. All right, and I'll see you on the next one.